Discuss the consequence of climate change on agriculture, food security, and the coastal zones of the world. Due to climate change, the average global atmospheric temperature has increased by 0.74 degrees centigrade between 1906 to 2009. The increase in CO2 level, CH4 and NO2, etc., they are responsible for this. The intensity and the duration of rainy period have also reduced drastically all the time. The frequency of flood in some areas of low rain fall has increased. There is also evidences of depleting groundwater in many areas of the country. The level of water in perennial rivers like Ganga, Jamuna, etc. have dropped depleted over the time. Over the past century, there is clear evidences that the cooler period has shortened drastically. Earlier in India, the winter used to commence in the middle of the October and last until February. This shows that the cooling period has reduced, showing the time of wheat. Due to climate change time, the last several years, the pattern of monsoon has become very unpredictable. Nowadays, commencement of monsoons has become uncertain. In the 2004 early monsoon in the middle of June in North India, followed by a long gap due to damage of crops, mango trees, and generally flower in October, November in South India, December, January in Eastern and Central India, and mid of February in India. But there has been evidences of flowering of mango trees in December in North India. There is also evidences of changing cropping pattern in hilly mountain region of Himachal Pradesh, which is influencing apple production. The region is becoming warmer, causing unsuitability for apple cultivation. In recent times, successful cultivation of maize in Bihar during the winter season clearly indicates climate change. In higher latitude, there is shifting of temperature crops taking place all over the world. The phenomenon of global warming may be beneficial for alpine region mainly by expanding alpine lands and extending crops growth duration, but it may be harmful for temperature subtropical and tropical regions. The increase of temperature also reducing the resource utilization, efficiency of crops, and diversity of crops. There is also a threat of spread of existing disease, pest, insects, etc., and emergence of new types. There is also a possibility of low productivity, of higher cost of production. This may cause shortage of food. This shortage of food will mostly influence to developing and poor countries. There will also be loss of rabi crops. As a result, there is a changes of imbalance of food trade due to the positive impact of global warming on Europe, North America, and negative impact on tropical countries like South Asian and Southeast Asian, African, etc. The increase of temperature will also affect the quality of agricultural produces like basmati rice, lychee plants, fruits, etc. Due to climate change, there is chances of rise in sea level. This rise in sea level may cause submergence of coastal lands in many countries, and future could be resisted for the human civilization. Many islands in Pacific Ocean facing this kind of problem. There is greater risk of low-lying areas of the world, like Caribbean countries, Bangladesh, and island countries, and like Mauritius, Fiji, etc. The coastal areas in many countries like USA, Southern America, etc. have coastal industrial development. The coastal areas in many countries are also place of agricultural activities. So the submergence of coastal land due to temperature rise will be a great harm to human civilization.